and movies. Doing a little live show like I always do on the afternoon. I'm going to be showing some slabs that I will be have for sale soon as well. And this is kind of like an open mic, just talk, chat some things up. And go from there. But like I said, I'm going to show some slabs off that will be for sale. One of them, I can tell you right now, one of them will be for sale at a later date because it needs to be pressed. The only issue with it was a little, like a little bending on it. But I'll show that one first. A little bending on that one. Not bending. I forgot what they call it, but it was like little dings that didn't break color. So this one will be up for sale soon. It just won't be as of now. But it will be later. Just to let you guys know. And other sad news, though, Anthony Bourdain, the renowned celebrity chef, passed away. I think today or early this morning. Very sad news. I think it was suicide. They said. So if you know people who are having problems or need to talk to somebody, please reach out to them and talk to them or give them that number, that suicide number, and stuff like that. So. That's all I want to say about that. That's all about the only news I have for us. That entertainment. What's up, Chris Lorenzo and Symphonic Elk? What's up going on, guys? And other news also, Creed 2. Creed 2 finished shooting, and it looked like it's going to be released in November. So Creed 2 is coming. Look like in November. And Incredibles 2 and Incredibles 2 also look like it's in line to break some records. Everybody wants to see that. You got adults and kids because I want to see it very much so, and I will be bringing my daughter to see it. So I'm waiting for it to get a little closer. Then I'm probably gonna let her see the first one on TV. And let her get into it. Then we'll go see the second one when it comes out. But I'm excited for Creed 2. Want to see how that storyline goes. And, really excited about that. So this is like an extension to the other books I'm gonna have for sale eventually on one of these shows. A lot of Silver Age stuff. I know people were talking about it in some of the auction shows that they wanted more Silver Age. I have a good ton of it. I shouldn't say good ton. Ton sounds a lot. I got a good handful of it that will be for sale. I think just in the Fantastic Four books alone that I showed, it's like 6 of them. Just in those books. So I'm trying to see. I'm not trying to look out for the postman, mailman. I have like 6 of those, and I have probably like 6 to 7 X-Men Silver Age, and then I have some, I think, Bronze or Copper Age. I'm not sure where they fall in the line of other books. So, and then I have a few Modern Age, just a few, not as much that I want to sell. But I have a lot of those stuff, so we'll see what happens. But they'll go through the slabs. But that was some of the movie stuff I was talking about. And Ant-Man and the Wasp is like a month away. So that's about it. So I'm not going to talk anymore about any other movie stuff. And I'll show some slabs off that, like I said, will be for sale eventually. The first one I'm showing off, like I said, this one is going to be pressed and cleaned before I have it up for sale. Because when you see the grade, and the only issue with it, possibly can jump up at least to a 9.6. So not possibly, it will jump up to at least a 9.6. So I'm shooting, hopefully, fingers crossed, with a 9.8 because it's a big price difference. So we got Amazing Spider-Man, 238 first Hobgoblin. So it's 9.2. Like I said, this one will eventually go for sale. But the only issue with this, it's hard. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it has a little things that can be pressed out. No color breaking creases. But these are all pressable. This is the only issue they had. It's all pressable. I wish I would have saw it before I sent it in, or it could have happened getting sent in. So this is going to get pressed before I sell it. So fingers crossed for that 9.8, because 9.8 is like a $800 book, $800 to $1,000, and I think half of the price for 9.6, or a little bit less than half. So like I said, this one will be up for sale. So it's like a blowout sale of Who Dat Comics and movies. So like I said, the more shows I can get on, the more deals you guys can get. But I don't get an invite, man. I haven't really, especially the live shows. I haven't been invited to a live show since We Love Comics days. Like a live show, not the auction shows, but a real live show, which is crazy, insane. I don't know if that's the reason, because other people have been invited. But I'll just leave that one alone. But that's kind of crazy, though, to think about it. I haven't been invited to a live show since We Love Comics, when I first started doing YouTube. Because I'm not including the other stuff I did with Key Issue, because I was kind of on and off on that show. But like invited was We Love Comics days, man. This is another book, Key Issue. Good issue to get if you can't afford the first appearance, but it has a first appearance of somebody. This is Fantastic Four 53. This one might be gone before you guys get an opportunity. This is the first Claw, and second appearance of Black Panther, and what else it says? Origin of Black Panther and Claw. So at an 8.0, off-white to white pages. As far as I know, this one hadn't been pressed. It's in the older CGC labels. But as far as I know, this one will be pressed. But eventually will meet somebody else's home. What else do I have? I'll just keep going down the line of these, like so. So I got another Spider-Man book. What's up, Jeremy? What's it? Master D and Comics with Bueller and Joker 68. What's up, guys? I really wasn't looking at the chat. I apologize. Was just talking a little bit movie stuff, and then started showing off some books. This is another book that wasn't pressed when I sent it off. With these books I had to get pressed. No. So I apologize. This was pressed. But this is Amazing Spider-Man 39, first John Romita Spider-Man art and title. Norman Osborn is revealed as Green Goblin. So another key issue, especially if you collect somebody's art, but at a 7.0, off white to white pages. So this tough book that I've been seeing to get at like this grade or higher, and the page quality. I've seen a lot of off white of this, but not off white to white. So that one will be for sale. I was contemplating getting Romita and Stan to sign it, since it's Romita's first work on Spider-Man, and it's still Stan Lee's story. So this one's like one of the ones I probably would keep longer than the other ones I'm showing. So only issue with this one, I can show you. And it looks so nice, but this is the reason why it's a 7.0. See that little water stain? Water stain in the back. That's the only issue. That's the only reason it's a 7.0, because if you look at the front, it literally has like probably like 2 or 3 color breaks. Besides that water, if it didn't have, I don't think if it had that water damage, it'd probably be a 9.0. When I first bought it, I really didn't pay attention to the water damage. I looked all around. I was like, man, this is the best book I've seen. This is another book that will be up for sale. This is an early Fantastic Four. 1963, guys. This is off-white pages. First appearance of the Red Ghost and Watcher. Full page ads of Tales of Suspense 39 and Amazing Spider-Man 1. Fantastic Four 13. Great issue if you want Stan Lee to sign, because he, it's a perfect big area where he can sign. I don't care how bad you sign, but you can have, if he can't make it in this area, something's wrong. So this is another book that will be up for sale soon. It was not pressed because it had a little like kind of rip on the spine, so my presser didn't want to take the chance and damage it, which I appreciate that, because a lot of other guys would just roll a dice and do it. He didn't want to do it and try to, it might damage the book. So since it had a little tear, so I took his advice and decided not to. He didn't think anything would happen, but he was just advising me that something could happen. And like I said, this is another one that will be up for sale as well. I'm gonna start with those Raw books first. I might do a couple of these at Buy It Nows. So on any of those shows, like when I'll probably do a stack of those Raw books at a time. Not a stack, but I'll probably get a whole bunch of them. Do those whenever I run out. Then I might grab a couple of these slabs and do Buy It Nows. I could tell you right now, it'll be probably at GPA. And most likely a little bit above GPA, just so I can cover the shipping. It won't be like if the GPA for that book's like $500, I'm not going to be like, oh, I want $700. Yeah, I don't want that much. It'd be like if the book's for $500, I probably want $525. Just so I can insure it correctly, pack it well, and get it out to you guys safely. All right, got 2 more books here. 2 more. And thank you for the 10 people watching. I had 10 people watching, showing off some amazing books. So these are the more heavier hitters. Miss Hustle, what's up, Miss Hustle? Really haven't been following the chat, so I hope everybody's doing good. Gonna fix my AC in a little bit, so whenever my dad gets here, I'll probably just jump off of this thing. But like I said, thank you for the 10 watching and the 3 thumbs up. Appreciate that. But like I said, these are more of the heavier hitters. I would say one is a big boy book and the other is almost a big boy book. I would say it is a big boy book because in my eyes, to me a big boy book is anything. This is how I feel about big boy books. Big boy books are anything 500 to and in 500 and 1,000 range. So it could be like 1,500. That's still a big boy. 2,000 big boy. But like once you start getting past 2,000, you start getting closer to that. Bigger big boy. I forgot what it's called. Like what, Granddaddy book. Thank you for the more thumbs up. I just saw that crap just pop up to 5. But this is Tomb of Dracula number 10. This is one kind of hurts. This one I really want to keep more than the other one I have, but this one's not as big price wise as the other one, so that's why I'm showing it first. But this one, it's like 3 of these I really want to keep, and it's this one, Amazing Spider-Man 39 and 13. Other ones I'm kind of like, eh. But Tomb of Dracula number 10. This is white pages. White pages, first appearance of Blade, and some white freaking pages. Sorry for the glare and the Mylar. Got these Mylar from my boy, Great Legend. He sold some on the auction show a while back when he was selling some. So I'm a type of person, I don't need a whole bunch. So he sold me, I think when he was selling them, I think he sold like 10 or something. Or maybe it was 20. No, it was 20, I think. 20 of them. And that's about as much as I need at a time. That's the back of it. This guy looks familiar. I think he looks like somebody in the comic community. Can't put a finger on it, but he looks like somebody. But I'm pretty sure this was pressed because it has a few. When I looked at it, I remember looking at it before. It has like 2 spine ticks. No, 3. It has 3 spine ticks, and don't see any more. But I think that was like the only issues with it. But a 9/2. And a pretty cool date stamp. Don't know the year, but it's April 24th. April 24th. So this one will be for sale, or is for sale, if you guys are interested. I can tell you right now, if you guys are interested in this one, I'm looking for a little over $1,000 for this one. I think cheapest one on eBay is like $1,200, but I'm not asking eBay prices because people are price those to match the fees. I'm just going a little bit above GPA. So I'm really want about 1,040 to 1,050. So, and that'll be shipped in the US. So I could tell you the price of that one. I worked out the price of the bigger ones easier because those are easier to find out. And this one's last but not least, his series, I think, he has a part. So season 3 coming soon on Netflix. Season 3 coming soon. He was just in Defenders. Hey bud, do you have Tomb of Dracula 10 ungraded? And also, I'm looking for Werewolf Night 32 low grade. No, I do not have. I used to have a Tomb of Dracula 10 long time ago, ungraded, and I sold that on an auction show long time ago. Just like I had a Fantastic Four 52 ungraded. Those are like low grades. I would say probably they were like in the 3 to 4 range, 3 to 4.5 range. I think the Tomb of Dracula actually was a little bit higher. That one of them might have been a 6 to 7. Yeah, 6 to 7. But I sold those long ago. I'm going to this con this weekend, but I'll definitely check it out for you, Joker. Werewolf by Night, I will probably be harder because that book people are just slabbing up, and because of the demand for that one. Tomb of Dracula actually has a good. Tomb of Dracula 10 actually has a good demand, but it's like a kind of slow spike demand, slow burn, or whatever you want to call it. So I'll definitely look for that one. Maybe raw, because I've seen that one more raw than Werewolf by Night. I know at the last con I saw like 3 or 4 of them that I know one dealer had. I know he had about 3, at least 3 ungraded Tomb of Dracula 10s, ranging from like 8s to, I want to say range probably 7 to 9s, because I think one he thought was like a 7.5 he graded, one was like an 8 he graded, and the other one was closer to a 9, but it was like 8.5. But last but not least, this book, you can tell by the guy on the back that it's a older book, and the grade is a 5.5 off white pages. So I kind of gave the hint of his series. I don't know if you guys know what it is, but this is a big boy book. I'm just going to show it off. So this one is for sale. Daredevil #1. Sorry for the glare. 5.5 off white pages. Origin and first appearance of Daredevil, Matt Murdock. First appearance of Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. Had 2 of these at one point, both at 5.5s. One was a CGC and one was a CBCS. Sold a CBCS one at a GPA price, I think, if I remember correctly. It was easier, and I just kept the CGC one. But now it's I think time for this one to get a new home. I can also tell you the price that I'm looking for this one. I just saw like a reputable dealer that I deal with, and I know a couple of actually YouTubers that deal with him. He put a 5.5 up. He got it listed for $21.75. I don't want $21.75. I'm actually looking for $2,000 for this book. As far as I know, it hadn't been pressed. It might be able to get, because it looked like it's a little dirty. So that's why I'm thinking I don't think it was pressed, because it looks like it has some dirt on it, unless they just didn't clean it really well. But I'll go lower than he's selling it for, and I think it's lower than eBay. But I'm looking for 2,000. Possibly could take a little lower. So I know, like I said, I know the price of the big book. So see if that's the mailman. I thought I heard the car. Apologize. Thought I heard the mailman, but those are the slabs that I had for sale. Uh, some of the big boys and some of the smaller keys. Smaller keys I haven't priced yet. Only looked at the bigger ones when I had time at work. Um, so those are some of the slabs I'm having for sale. Um, Working on a Grail book to get, so hopefully I can get that. So that's one of the reasons why I'm selling some of my personal collection. I hate to see it go, but in order to get the book that I ultimately, when you get the books you ultimately want, you got to let the lesser books go. I believe I can get a lot of these books back again. Um, but we'll see. But I'm gonna get out of here, put these books back, go fix my car. Hopefully, I can get the AC working. And you guys have a wonderful weekend. If anybody has an auction show and I'm able to hop on it, I'll definitely bring those Silver Age books to you guys. The only probably modern book I'll probably pop up there is probably the Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. What's the book? Who that? Oh, I'm not telling the book. Because that's I'm aiming for that book to be in my August haul video. I have two books so far that I've surprisingly kept a secret. uh, Two books so far that I surprisingly kept a secret. Uh, I haven't told anybody. I haven't told Legend. I haven't told Jason Smith, Big Bear. I haven't told a lot of people I talk to all the time. Alex, the comic order. Um, I haven't told any of these guys that I talk to on a regular. Evan Jalon, a lot of these other guys. A lot of those guys I've talked to all the time. I haven't told none of them. A couple of these big boys I've gotten already, and a few of the raw books I've told them about, which is from that DNA collection. Those raw books, those raw X-Men books that look beautiful. So those are gonna be in the haul video. But I'm working on to getting this personal goal. So, phone's ringing. Gotta go. Peace out, y'all. Here's some. Gotta go.